Ladies, we are here tonight on the channel. And tonight we're gonna do more NBA playoff talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we're gonna talk about the freaking Suns and the freaking Nuggets, man. They don't have any help, man. The Suns, man, outside of Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, at least Aiton, had 14 points and 9 rebounds. At least he kind of showed up. DeAndre Ayton finally decided to show up a little bit, but still not enough. I mean, Kevin Durant, to me, he's not as good as he once was. I mean, he had 26 points, 11 rebounds, but he took 24 shots and only made 10 shots of those 24. He actually turns the ball over too much as well. 5 turnovers for Kevin Durant. I don't know what has happened to him. The last 2 playoff runs, I don't know, is Kevin Durant. You've seen that generation, Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, LeBron James, James Harden. Although James Harden right now is looking better than Durant, honestly, in this playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Durant he still looks good, but this is not like Golden State or Oklahoma Thunder Kevin Durant. You smell me? Like, he used to be so efficient. If he would take 24 shots, he would at least make 17 of them. He only made 10 of them. Like I said, 26 points. He had 5 turnovers. I don't know, man. I think this is like, I don't want to say past his prime, but he's like in the tail end of his prime is Kevin Durant. Like I said, Devin Booker, he did his thing. He didn't shoot it that well tonight, though. 28 points, took 19 shots, made 8 of them. And I thought that was going to be a problem, too, going back to Denver with that high altitude. They were not going to be able to do what they did over there. And they still play, 41 minutes, but still, it's tough, man, in that high altitude. Denver obviously felt more comfortable. So, yeah, I mean, they went from having, like, 35, 40-point games to just 28 and 26 for Durant and Booker. Like I said, Aiton with 14 points, 9 rebounds. Outside of that, Okuchi, 1 point. Cameron Payne, 7 points. TJ Warren, 4 points. Torrey Craig, 2 points. Landry Shamet, who was really good in game 4, only 6 points tonight. They have no supporting cast. They just don't have enough, man. It's over, man. I wouldn't be surprised. Denver just has got to find a way. Nah, they can even win this in 7, but it would be nice if they close it out in 6 in Phoenix. But that's been their problem so far. They haven't been as good, especially defensively, at Phoenix as they've been at home. So if they can tighten up their defense and play kind of better defense the way they've been playing in Denver, they might be able to close it out in 6 on Thursday. But we'll see what happens. Aaron Gordon, he didn't play that good, but he had 10 points, took 13 shots, made 4 of them. Michael Porter, he played really good, 19 points, made 7 out of 11 shots. Nikola Jokic, fantastic, 29, 13, and 12, a triple-double for Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray, 19 points. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he didn't play that good, 7 points, took 6 shots, only made 1 of them. But you have great protection from Jamal Murray, Michael Porter, Jokic, obviously with the triple-double. And then you get 25 off the bench from Bruce Brown. And see, that's the difference, man. That's the difference. So you got your big horse, Jokic, with a triple-double. And then you get Porter and Murray to have 19 apiece. Then you get another 10 from Aaron Gordon. And then you get 25 from Bruce Brown. That's the difference between these two teams. One has a supporting cast. The other does not. The other is just Devin Booker and Durant. This one has, obviously, their stars, Jokic, Murray, but then you also have Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, and Bruce Brown coming off with 25 off the bench. That's the difference. One team has a supporting cast. The other does not have one. And that's why Denver's the better team, and Denver will most likely win this series, ladies and gentlemen. And that's on the big dollar, not the little one. But let's look at the other one. We got the Celtics. Man. The Celtics, man. The Philadelphia Sixers beat them once again, 115-103. They take a 3-2 lead. Celtics go from winning this series 2-1 to now losing 3-2. They got dominated tonight, man. I don't know what. Maxey and Joel Embiid combined for 63 points. Joel Embiid with 33 points. Maxey with 30. Jesus Christ, man. Then you get another 17 from Harden along with 10 assists. You get 16 from Tobias Harris. You get 10 from Daniel House. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's just too much right now, right? If Maxey's going to play this way, and then Harden and Tobias are going to chip in nicely with another 16 and 17, and they're going to have Daniel House with, it's just too much, man. I don't know what has happened to the Boston Celtics team. I think they miss Ime Udoka's defensive-minded presence. They're just not as good defensively with Joe Mazzulla. I don't know, man. Obviously, Ime Udoka was getting, was fired for having an affair with the wife of one of the executives. Man. It's a tough situation, right? I know there's some people in Boston that are mad about it, and they wish they would have just let it slip, because it's nothing like, criminal, right? It's a bad situation. Obviously, you have an affair with the wife of one of the executives, but like a lot of people are frustrated, right? They're like, we had possibly a dynasty here with this team with Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams, and now you might have messed this up by firing Ime Udoka because they're not as good defensively with Joe Mazzulla. I think that's a huge difference from this team from last year being coached by Ime Udoka to this year being coached by Joe Mazzulla. And what do? This is already in 2021. Brad Stevenson was the coach. 2022, it was Ime Udoka. And here in 2023, it's Joe Mazzulla. Are you going to bring another coach next year and be on your fourth coach in 4 years? Man, I don't know, man. I'm scratching my ass. I don't even have androids. What do you do if you're the Boston Celtics front office? Does Brad Stevenson say, you know what? F it. I'm going to coach them this year. At least there's some familiarity with Brad Stevenson's. I don't know what you do. Do you fire Mazzulla after 1 year? Jesus Christ, man. I don't know what you do. Obviously, Ime Udoka he's already signed with the Houston Rockets. So you're not going to get Ime Udoka back. Which I think that would be what they would want to do, maybe bring Ime Udoka back. But obviously, he signed with Houston. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I think it's a tough situation, right? He had an affair with one of the executives, his wife, but it's not criminal. It's not like you're going to go for jail and nothing happened. There's no violations. Like, it's not like they were cheating. Basketball, it's a tough situation for the Boston Celtics franchise and the Boston Celtics fans. It really is. Because this might have screwed them up. They could have possibly done a dynasty here with this team with the young pieces of Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams, even the guy like Derek White. And now Jaylen Brown might leave. He might just fucking leave. Jaylen Brown might leave, and there it goes, man. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens with this team going forward. Let's look at the stats for the Celtics. Jason Tatum, 36 points, 10 rebounds, made 11 out of 27 shots. Horford, 0 points. They're looking like a 51-year-old version. Al Horford took 7 shots tonight, missed all of them. Marcus Smart, 14 points, but he didn't play that good either. A lot of his points came at the free throw line. He took 7 shots, only made 2 of them. Derek White, he hasn't been playing that good either. Only 7 points, took 6 shots, only made 2 of them. Jaylen Brown, 24 points, but he only took 16 shots. Jaylen Brown should be taking like 20 to 25 shots, and he only took 16 of them. Well, meanwhile, you got Tatum taking 27. There's something off there with Jaylen Brown should be getting more touches, man. He really should be. Look at this. Brown took 6 3-pointers, made 3 of them. He shot 50%, while Tatum took 11 and only made 3. I think that's the problem, too, that they don't give enough touches to Jaylen Brown. At times, it looks like maybe Tatum is ball hogging. And I think that's what turns off Jaylen Brown. Like, he might just say, the hell with this. I'm done with this team. I'm moving somewhere else. Maybe he goes to Houston and reunites with Ime Udoka in Houston. I don't know. I just feel sometimes like it's kind of like they need to give Jaylen more time. They need to give him more touches, more shots. Bench terrible. Malcolm Brogdon horrendous. 7 points. Only took 9 shots, made 3 of them. Robert Williams, 4 points. I don't know about Robert Williams. I don't know if there's something going on with his legs. He barely plays, and he's not really productive. At least offensively, he's not. I don't know about this team. Like, outside of Jaylen Brown and Jalen Tatum, everybody played like shit. And then Jaylen Brown, to me, doesn't get enough shots attempts. He needs to be shooting like 20 to 25 times. And he only got like about 15 shots last night. There's some stuff going on. There's definitely some stuff going on with this team. Maybe they know too. They're like, Ime Udoka was the guy doing everything here. He was the genius, and this pendejo here is just trying to copy him, but he's way over his head. Joe Mazzulla, and they don't even trust Joe Mazzulla because now it's like they're giving up, man. Like, outside of Tatum and Brown, obviously Jaylen Brown and Tatum, right? They're superstars, so even if they're half-assing it, they're still going to put up good stats. But the role players are terrible. Like I said, Marcus Smart, 2 shots. He took 7 shots, only made 2 of them. Derek White took 6 shots, only made 2 of them. Horford took 7 shots, missed all of them. Malcolm Brogdon took 9 shots, made only 3 of them. Terrible performance, man. Terrible. I don't know. Holla.